Hi, my name is Todd Hestand, and this is Maximum Good. Maximum Good is a series about professional development through community engagement. And what that really means is learning how to use your skills to not only benefit yourself, but the community around you. A little bit about me. By way of background, I'm the founder of Side Arts, which is a content management service for visual artists and arts organizations. I'm a business management consultant, and in my role as a manager for the Corzo Center for the Creative Economy, I work directly with all kinds of artists, helping them realize their visions. Now in this series, we're going to cover out a whole range of topics. Some are going to be more hard skills, like marketing, budgets, contracts, understanding social media. But some are going to be soft skills, like understanding why you do what you do, and how do you connect that to the community around you, as well as goal setting and how to develop the best features for your particular audience. All of the topics are going to be tied to maximum good and working with your community directly. Now there's going to be a couple themes that we're going to revisit as we go through these things. We have 5 primary themes. The first is change the defaults. Often we get a service or product, we set it up for the first time, and then we completely forget about it. But there's so many different settings that they become very difficult for us to go back or visit, and often we just forget about it. But if we could just revisit one of those settings, change one of the defaults that we've become completely accustomed to, it could open up a whole new world of possibility for us. Often, just changing one setting means you end up changing a whole host of things, and it creates a whole new creative process by doing that. And then in every product and service, there are several different ways of being able to do that. Often what happens when you do that comes to topic number 2, we identify innovation. By being able to be open to trying and exploring new things, we can find innovative concepts and processes that we never thought we could use before. And one caution about innovation, a lot of times we think innovation means there's just one new, brand new thing that's absolutely unique to the world. And innovation doesn't have to be on that giant meta scale. It can be small scale as well. So long as it's unique to you and unique to your creative process and your community, you can be innovative just as well. The third thing is building positive habits. Again, this kind of ties to changing the defaults. Once you identify the processes that you use, start setting them up in a program that is easy for you to manage. We want to talk about the simplest things that you can do to help make your life so much easier. Simple things like keeping your space clean or making your bed every day can have a huge impact on your creative process and how you work and interact with your community. And it starts with the small things first. Because once those are handled, then you can look at things that might have seemed so big and so risky before and realize that they're not. And you are very approachable at that point. The fourth thing is architect choice. We all like options. We like as many options as we could possibly have, and that's great. And when we're interacting with our community, that's important too. Everyone should have as many options as they could or should have. The difficulty is that can often get really overwhelming. So we like to architect the choice. So much so that we make it easy for our community to interact with us and us to work with the community. We develop systems so that there are options along the way, big buckets to small buckets to as many options as possible, that anyone that wants to interact with us can do so in a positive way and they feel good about. It's about developing relationships with your audience, and we're going to revisit that a lot of times too. The fifth topic is understanding privilege. In terms of understanding privilege, some of us are born and raised in environments where the system has set us up for success. We may be used to understanding business and talking about protocol and systems and processes, and it's absolutely second nature to us because that's the environment and the education that was set up. What we need to realize is that's not how it works for everybody. There are those that are born with less privileges that have to work so much harder to do things that we take for granted that have the privileges. But it's a double-sided road as well. Those that have less privileges need to be able to recognize when they have less and be able to recognize those that have more and are able to communicate effectively to those with more privileges so that it creates a positive environment. It takes empathy on both sides. So we'll revisit understanding privilege in multiple cases throughout all of our topics. A couple important things to understand. Through each of these topics that we develop, I'm going to be giving you tools to put in your toolbox. Active things that you can do that can workshop through. I'll give you worksheets and different types of examples and case studies that you can take a look at. The other important thing to realize is one size does not fit all. All the things that we talk about are simply going to be suggestions. Not everything's going to fit or be applicable to everyone. So take what you can, learn as much as you can, participate, try things out. Just try it. You'll never know what you can accomplish once you start with the smallest steps forward. They can really lead up to massive changes later on. So we hope you enjoyed this series. This is Maximum Good. My name is Todd, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow along at sidearts.com/blog.